Good morning, Holt Junior High Learning Community. Happy Friday. Mr. Knighton here. Let's go ahead and jump right in. As always, we want to launch with our word. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. Again, our humanity is bound up in one another's, for we can only be human together. Schedule this week, or this coming week, we're running an A, B, and C schedule. Wednesday, October 8th is an early release. Again, Wednesday, October 8th is an early release. Speaking of Wednesday, October 8th, we are holding our second Parent Advisory Committee meeting this school year here in the library. Big shout out to the group that showed up last time. We had a really good turnout, which is why we're going to hold it in the library again. But we really appreciated all that went into our fall family conferences last week because our PAC helped organize the sign up genius that went out. So for all of you families that were able to donate, thank you very much. And our PAC came in and they were able to help put everything together. And it was just a really great day. The energy was positive. So as you come into the building to support us, we're reinvigorated, and then we're pouring it back into our students too. So thank you very much for all that you did last week. Faces around the junior high. Let's see, we've got a couple things to highlight here. Mrs. CB and Mrs. Brimley down here in the corner, they are two of our art teachers, they are our two art teachers. They took our students to the Eli Broad Art Museum this week. So some of the pictures that you see here are from the field trip. So thank you so much, Mrs. CB and Mrs. Brimley. We also had our National Junior Honor Society induction, our NJHS induction this past week. There were 61 eighth graders that were inducted. Mrs. Melnick, who's down here, she's our eighth grade math teacher, but she also oversees NJHS. So big shout out to you 61 eighth graders that were inducted on Tuesday night. Last school year, they were able to hold a minimum 3.5 GPA, as well as completed 10 service hours, and they also got a letter of recommendation from both a teacher and a community member. So there's a lot that goes into being inducted into NJHS. So big shout out to y'all 61 inductees this school year, and just continue down that path of excellence and academic success. We also got Mrs. Moore here with one of our kiddos getting ready for game day, so we appreciated their team spirit. We've got Miss Kinsella and Miss Rosendahl down here in another picture from conferences last week. And then we got this kiddo right here who's been bragging about their gymnast skills. And I was like, well, let's see what you got. So I called Mom and said, hey, Mom, kiddo wants to show us some of her skills. Do you mind if we, take her outside and see this and get a picture or two? Mom was like, absolutely. This kiddo went outside and nailed it. Did a couple round offs, and then the round offs proceeded into like 3 or 4 back handsprings. So really cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. Alrighty, we still have our Holt Junior High yearbooks for sale. Speaking about sharing things, it's super important to grab these yearbooks. They capture memories, and then these memories are going to mean a lot in the years to come when you sit down and you want to reflect and look back over your junior high and high school and school experience. So please go ahead and make sure you order one of those. Speaking about ordering things, we are still running our Holt Junior High fundraiser. We have 2 options for shirts, so if you're interested in doing that, some of those proceeds come back to the building. We have some clubs and activities that are launching. Gaming Club is launching. Well, Gaming Club already launched, but we're holding one tomorrow. And then we also have our first annual drama homecoming, which is launching on Friday, October 10th. And then we got our fall festival. That's coming up on Friday, October 24th. That's a really fun experience. So if you're able to volunteer and help out, please sign up. If you actually click this on the PDF, you'll be able to sign up. Either sign up as a chaperone, or you can offer donations as well. And I want to highlight another big thing that's coming up. Fall break. So the week of October 13th through the 17th, we are on fall break. We also have Fall Picture Retake Day on the 10th, but make sure you pay attention to those dates. October 10th, Retake Day, and then October 13th through the 17th, we have our fall break. A junior high calendar of events. This is updated to reflect October, but remember, if you click it, you can actually access all the months. So that's going to show athletic events, clubs and activities, things of that nature. And we're going to end with our word of the week. Nobody made a greater mistake than he who did nothing, because he could only do a little. Again, nobody made a greater mistake than he who did nothing because he could only do a little. We all have something to contribute. What you have to contribute, the unique self, which is you, or your unique self, which is you, that is a gift. So do not hold that back. Please give it to others, and we'll continue to make this world a better place. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.